So today we're going to work on the snake that's eating Florida, find the evidence. Okay, so that's this Google form for fifth grade. It is e-learning day 15. So I already have open the snake that's eating Florida, so I'm going to click on this find the evidence. So you should have read or listened to The Snake is Eating Florida. So now what we're going to do is we're going to answer some questions about it. So it says, Burmese pythons were once popular as pets. Choose the piece of text evidence that explains why they were popular. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this why they were popular. They were cheap, just like $20 or $30 a snake. Burmese pythons became popular as pets in the early 1990s. The first Burmese pythons arrived in the US innocently enough as pets. But then these adorable hatchlings grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. So I need to come back. I need to really think about why they might be um, popular as pets. So going down here to the story. And really, I noticed that down here in the arrival, okay? So they arrived as pets, okay? Look, they became popular. They were cheap, okay? They're not venomous or aggressive, okay? As babies, they curl up in tiny coils, and they looked quite cute. Okay, adult ones could be 20 feet long. Okay, that's LeBron James times three, so 3 times as tall as LeBron James, which is kind of huge. Okay, and it says many buyers sooner get their purchases. So I'm going to come back here. They were probably popular because they were $20 to $30 a snake. That's pretty cheap. Okay, now it says, in your own words, give one reason why the people who bought the Burmese pythons as pets ended up regretting their purchase. Well, we just read that. Okay. It says they regretted them because of how big they were. They grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. Okay. So I'm going to restate my question. Okay. Many people regret their purchases, the purchase of a Burmese python because, well, but it'd be great if I could spell Burmese and TH python because it grew to be very big. Okay. Now, number 3 says choose the piece of text evidence that best explains why Burmese pythons thrived in the Everglades. So, A, this kind of ecological disaster is what experts fear will soon happen in the Everglades. B, an estimated 5,000 invasive species live in the United States, with more reported each year. The climate is ideal for pythons, and no place in Florida is more perfect for them than the tropical Everglades. Or the snake's green and brown scales help them blend into the wetlands. So there's a couple here that would be good choices, but I need the best. It says best. Okay, and the best thing about the Everglades for the pythons is this, okay, more perfect for them than the tropical Everglades. Now, it says, in your own words, explain how Hurricane Andrew may have brought the Burmese python to the Everglades. So that one I need to go back and I need to find, okay? So let's check this out. Pythons were first spotted in the Everglades National Park in the mid 1990s. People wondered, had just a few cast off pets made their way into this protected wilderness? Or had the snakes reached the park in other ways? No one was sure. Some people blamed Hurricane Andrew, which slammed Florida in 1992. The storm was a whopper, a Category 5, the strongest. It killed 65 people and destroyed thousands of homes and businesses. Among the wrecked buildings was a warehouse full of exotic reptiles. Its collection included hundreds of babies' Burmese pythons. Okay, so I first need to restate my question. So to do that, I'm going to say Hurricane Andrew may have brought the Burmese python to the Everglades. Okay, so I'm just going to copy and paste that. And this is kind of the important part here. Okay, it wrecked a warehouse full of baby Burmese pythons. By wrecking a warehouse full of Burmese pythons. Oh, you know what? I forgot a very important word. Baby Burmese pythons. Okay. So let's check out number 5. Choose the piece of text evidence that describes the damage invasive species can cause. So, an estimated 5,000 invasive species in the United States, with more than reported each year. It tells me about invasive species, but it doesn't tell me about the damage they cause. As their numbers grow, pythons threaten many kinds of animals, including endangered species. That's possible. We'll keep going. Sugarcane farmers wanted to get rid of the rats that were harming their fields. That doesn't tell me anything about invasive species. The snakes have adapted to the different areas of the park, from the salty rivers and the freshwater ponds to the thick forests. Again, that's not telling me about invasive species, so this is my best answer. Now, in your own words, explain how the invasive mongoose arrived in Hawaii. So let's go back here and see what we can find. Oh, there are mongooses right there. So let's read this paragraph. Sugarcane farmers wanted to get rid of the rats that were harming their fields. So they imported 73 Indian mongooses from Jamaica, hoping the weasel-like animals would eat the rats. The plan failed, but the mongooses thrived. Their population grew and grew. Before long, the mongooses had devoured so many bird eggs, rodents, and reptiles that they were endangering many species. The mongoose infestation continues even today. On some Hawaiian islands, where the songs of birds once filled the air, you're lucky to hear a few chirps. So that tells me that these farmers brought the mongooses. Okay, so farmers brought a mongoose to, what did it tell me? To get rid of the rats. Okay. Number 7 says, which of the following supports the idea that the research snake scientists do is an adventure? Okay, so let's keep in mind we're looking for something about adventure here. It's difficult to find female pythons. That's not real adventurous. So let's keep looking. Since 2013, the scientists have caught more than 60 pythons and implanted them with radio transmitters. Again, that doesn't tell me about it being real adventurous. So let's keep looking. We soared over the swamps in a small plane. We hiked through the brush to find pythons hidden in burrows. We waded into a muddy lake. Well, I would say, going in small planes, hiking the brush, and going in this muddy lake, that might be an adventure, but let's keep going. The scientists know their project won't fully get rid of Florida's pythons. Okay, so again, that one doesn't really tell me about an adventure, so I think my best choice is C. Number 8 says using text evidence. So we're going to have to include text evidence. Explain what the scientists from the Conservancy of Southwest Florida are doing to control the Burmese population. So I'm going to need to restate this. So when I do this, I'm going to highlight this. The scientists from the Conservancy. I'm going to highlight that, copy it, and paste it. Now we begin all sentences with capital letters. So now I have this restated. The scientists from the Conservancy of Southwest Florida are controlling Burmese python population by, and let's go back and let's find it. Um, hmm. Wow, that's a big snake. Let's keep going. See what we can find. Well, hmm. So what I'm looking for is I'm looking for this Conservancy of Southwest Florida. Okay, that's what I'm trying to find in my article. Well, I think it's probably down here. It's that scientist. It's that second article that we're looking at, where it says tracking pythons. So, oh, yep, here we go. Conservancy of Southwest Florida. It's about scientists from the Conservancy of Southwest Florida, a group working to solve Florida's python crisis. I was lucky enough to join the scientists on several research trips. So, the scientists work to capture the female snakes and collect their eggs. It's difficult to find them because snakes are expert hiders. Okay, but male pythons are good at finding females. That's because the females give off special chemicals called pheromones to attract mates. Okay, so what they're doing is they're finding the females and collecting their eggs. So by finding females and collecting their eggs. Okay, this stops the new snakes from being born. Okay, so the text, remember it says use text evidence right here. The text says, now I need to go back and I need to find that. Um, and it tells me the scientist worked to capture. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to put it right here. Remember, I need to have quotation marks around it because it is directly from the text. And then click submit so that I get your answers.